Right, so that's my camera set away recording, so I'm going to go back over there towards the waterfalls now and put my backpack down and open up my chocolate biscuits and get a drink of juice. So I'll come back and pick the camera up in a minute. So it's now time to say goodbye to the beautiful Gunnerside Gill ruins, where the concrete slabs across the river where the two meet, one from up there and the Gunnerside Gill itself. It's a beautiful little stopping place just by that slab. You hear the water coming, both meeting up, so it's running quite fast all the time. And that comes all the way down from the Blakethwaite dams higher up. We have visited many times as well. But this bottom track at the moment is all like wet and slushy mud, obviously after the rains. I mean, in Yorkshire you always get rain. But I did what I set out to do, and that's video the first part of the walk from Mucka towards Keld up to Spinnergill there, where I missed when I came last time because it was too dark. Because I arrived here very early hours of the morning in winter time when it's dark nights and that, and it lasts forever. Oh, there's a bloody sheep up there, so I have to put him on his lead. Come here, son. Come here. On your leader. Come here. Come here. Right, so I'll bring him back. That's looking back up to the track where I came down the Sheep's Trail track that takes you all the way down to the bridge that I just came across and sat and had my tea break. And as you come back along the river here, you start climbing up on the other side, and there's the entrance to an old mine with the old cart outside full of rocks to indicate that's what it was like to go in those small mines. So the people working in them must have been miniature back in the day. Little dwarfs they must have hired. But you can just see the little railway tracks that the rail coach is on. Right, so I'm going up and over towards those ruins in the distance, and then I'm going to be following that trail all the way around the side of the hill there, back towards Gunnerside village. Across a couple of fast moving streams that's coming down from the hills there on the way. So I don't think there's many paths left there. I haven't been along here now. After coming over from Surrender Bridge, dropping down the pathway I'm supposed to take you over towards Keld, and then walking along the middle of the sheep's trails to take along around the corner to Blakethwaite dams. So I've gained quite a bit of knowledge of these pathways now. And there's the entrance to another old mine up there, look. You can see the arched bricks creating a tunnel to go to the side of the mountain. A couple more sheep there grazing away. I'm sure this is where I came down from up there, look. When you see the wooden marker post on the top of the roads for Surrender Bridge. And this is the way it brought us down, I think. But there's some bits of ruins on the other side of the river and all that I haven't been to. But you've got to go back via the main road, and then you've got to come down pathways leading to them. Right. It's the same as the ones on the opposite side of the river when you come along from Surrender Bridge, where I parked the car. There's some on the other side, but they're too far away. You've got to double back on yourself to go and see them. And then they're just old bits of buildings like that old house over there. Right, so up now to this marker post up there, and then down past the ruins, and then continue around the middle of the hill there. There's a couple of walkers coming along this way as well, over there. Right, so onwards and upwards. There's the entrance to that mine that's flooded out. It's like a river running through it. So you've got to wade through about 4 or 5 inches of water, and you can go in about 30 foot. And then you see the water start to seep through from the roof. So it's a bit naughty if you go any deeper than that. But I've been in there a couple of times. You can hear the water dripping into the water inside from the roof. It's coming in quite fast today as well because of obviously the heavy rains, and that's why it's dangerous to go in them places. Because the weight of the land above is that heavy, it could collapse at any time. So you take your life in your hands going inside them. But I went in and took a couple of flash shots a while ago. Right, so this is where you've got to cross some fast moving streams coming down the hills. Right. Have you got the right time, please?
It's 1:15.
1:15. Thank you very much, sir. Hiya. Keep going, one foot in front of the other.
I know.
Right, so you go up over another fast moving stream just on this corner here, on the S-bend, where these metal railings are coming down what used to be a gateway or something, or a sluice or something, just at the side of it there, look. Well, that comes all the way. I took a zoom shot of that back there when I was up there on the sheep's trail coming down by those slag heaps up there, look. So I was right up there, taking a shot right across here to that waterfall coming down the side of the hill there. Such a nice walk coming along from Gunnerside village along the Gunnerside walk here up the river. You just follow the river right along, or you can go up or down right next to the water where you can, but other times you've got to come up out the way and find other ways to get along. But I've done them all now, so I know which pathways to take to get where I'm going. Right, that's that river across. Some more ruins down the bottom there, look. And there's another river coming down the other side. You just see it coming seeping from the hill up there. Right, so this place here is just absolutely littered with bits of ruins of mining industry. And there's loads of cyclists up the top of the hill there coming along the path. Right. Further on we'll go, heading back towards Gunnerside village and pick up the car. Well, it's only 1:15, so there's no hurry. So it's just a nice steady walk back along, taking in all the sights. Well, this is the part where you pass all these cliffs on the other side. Sheer drop. And there's a sheep's trail going right across the top of them. On the other side there, look. There's another big stream coming all the way down from up there, look. Through the rocks, in the cliffs, and dropping down. Right, so you follow along the track now where this broken wall is, 30 to 50 foot down there. There's a small stream running down the hill here, onto the path. There's loads of little places like this where there's water running over the path. And sometimes when it's been pouring down the rain, it's really flooded. But when I came along here in the thick snow, it just takes on a whole new perspective where everything's white instead of green. But there's another mine entrance just over there and all at the top of those slag heaps. It's finding how you get the pathway down to them though. You must have to go up the main road and then drop down to them somehow. But you've got to know which one to take down to get to them. Right, so I'll bring you back.